Today we are going through a beautiful story called Having Fun. A story about a boy who wanted to play a prank, a wise father who taught him a beautiful lesson, and a poor farmer who received an unexpected gift that touched his heart forever. We will also do all the follow-up activities including grammar activities and free writing activities. Let's begin this wonderful story of kindness and giving. Having fun. One evening, a father and a son went for a walk. While walking, they reached a field where they found a pair of shoes lying on the path. The shoes looked as if they belonged to a poor farmer working nearby. एक साँझ बौरो छोरा वाकिङमा जाँदै थियो र उनीहरूले जुत्ताको पेयर देखो जुन चाहिँ नजिकै काम गर्दै गरेको किसानको जस्तो देखिन्थ्यो. Seeing them, the son thought for a while and said, "Papa, why not make this evening memorable with a little mischief?" The father was confused. The son continued, "Let's hide these shoes somewhere and watch from behind the bushes. When the farmer comes, he will not find his shoes and will be troubled. He will try to find them, and it will be a lot of fun to watch that." The son waited for his father to reply. The son wanted to have fun by hiding the shoes and watching the farmer's reaction. छोरा त्यो किसानको जुत्ता लुकाइदिएर र किसान ट्रबलमा परेको हेरेर रमाइलो गर्न चाहन्थ्यो. Listening to the son's words, the father became serious and said, "Son, never make fun of poor and weak person with the things they need. These things have no value in your eyes, but they are precious to the poor. If you want to make your evening memorable, then let's do another thing." The son was curious and asked, "What's that?" "Come, and let's put some coins in these shoes and see what effects they have on the farmer," the father said. And they put some coins in the farmer's shoes. They both hid among the bushes, waiting for the farmer to come. Listening to the son's request, the father became serious and suggested him to never make fun of poor. छोराको कुरा सुनेर बाउले सिरियस हुँदै छोरालाई गरिबहरूको कहिले पनि मजाक उडाउनु हुँदैन भन्ने कुरा सिकायो. The father also suggested the son to put some coins in those shoes instead of hiding them. बाउले छोरालाई त्यो किसानको जुत्ता लुकाइदिनको सट्टा त्यो भित्र पैसाको केही सिक्काहरू हाल्दिने सुझाव दियो. So they put some coins in the farmer's shoes and they hid. उनीहरूले त्यो फार्मरको जुत्तामा पैसाको सिक्काहरू हालिदियो र उनीहरू लुक्यो. After a while, the farmer came to get his shoes. As soon as he wore the shoes, he felt something hard. He quickly took the shoes in his hands and found some coins inside them. He was surprised to find coins in his shoes. He then looked around to find who had put the coins in his shoes, but it was in vain. When the farmer came to get his shoes, he felt something hard and found some coins. किसान जब आफ्नो जुत्ता लगाउन आयो, उसले त्यो जुत्ताभित्र केही हार्ड कुरा फिल गर्यो र त्यो हेर्दाखेरि त्यहाँ पैसाको सिक्का देख्यो. He looked around to find the giver, but he saw no one. The poor farmer was very happy. Sitting on the ground on his knees and looking at the sky with folded hands, he started crying. "God, today you came here to help me. Thanks a lot for giving this when I needed it most." He went on, "Now, because of your help and kindness, I can get medicine for my sick wife and will be able to feed my starving children. You are great. Thank you so much." Then the farmer went home. किसान जमिनमा बसेर आँखाभरि आँसु पार्दै उनले भगवानलाई धन्यवाद दिए. उनले त्यो पैसा आफ्नो बिरामी श्रीमतीको औषधि किन्ने र आफ्नो भोकेरहेका छोराछोरीलाई खाना दिने अवसर पाएकोमा भगवानलाई धन्यवाद भन्दै ऊ त्यहाँबाट गयो. The father and the son saw everything from the bushes. The father looked satisfied, but the son's eyes were filled with tears. Seeing tears in the son's eyes, the father hugged him and said, "What do you think the farmer would have done if you had hidden his shoes?" The son was sorry and said, "Till today, I believed that it is fun to trouble others, but today I learned that real joy is not in taking things away, but in giving." बुवा र छोराले झाडीबाट यो सबै कुरा हेरिरहेको थियो। The father was satisfied, but the son was crying. बाउ सन्तुष्ट देखिन्थ्यो, but छोरा चाहिँ आँखाभरि आँसु पारिरहेको थियो। That day, the son learned that real joy is not in taking things away, but in giving. र त्यो दिन छोराले एकदमै महत्त्वपूर्ण पाठ सिके, जुन थियो True happiness comes not from taking or making fun of others, but from helping and giving to those in need. साँचो खुसी अर्को कुरा खोज्न वा मजा गर्नबाट होइन, आवश्यक परेका मानिसहरूलाई सहयोग र दिनुबाट प्राप्त हुन्छ। Kindness and compassion can change someone's life. दया र करुणाले कसैको जीवन परिवर्तन गर्न सक्छ। And bring deep joy to the giver. र दिने व्यक्तिलाई पनि गहिरो आनन्द दिन्छ। Task A. Underline the words in column B which are similar in meaning to the words in column A. So the task A says, underline the synonyms. Similar words. Synonyms: mischief, misconduct, misbehavior. So mischief, misconduct, misbehavior means naughty behavior. On the other hand, mishap means small accident or mistakes. Mishap doesn't have similar meaning. So mishap we should not underline. Precious. Synonyms: valuable, expensive. Precious, valuable, expensive. C. Vain, useless, impossible. Vain, useless, impossible. Happy, lively, cheerful. So depressed, it means sad. Hugged, embraced, cuddled. Hugged, embraced, cuddled. Task B. Use appropriate words from column A above to complete the sentences. And column A, we have to use these 5 words. A. Everyone likes her. She is happy and outgoing. So she is happy and outgoing, therefore everyone likes her. B. These guys are best known for causing mischief and making fun. So these guys are known for naughty behavior and making fun. C. That old man tried in vain to escape from prison. It means that old man tried to run away from prison, but he could not do so. It was in vain. D. After they won the match, the players hugged their coach. E. The mountain museum is full of rare and precious treasures. Task C. Put these sentences in the correct order. Okay, order. Answer. First D. A pair of old shoes were lying on the ground. Second C. The father and son hid behind the bush. Third B. The farmer found some coins inside his shoes. Fourth A. The farmer was very happy to get the money. Fifth E. The old farmer thanked God for everything he had got. And then last one, sixth. The son learned a good lesson that day. Task D. Question answer. Question A. What did the son want to do with the shoes? Possible answer. The son wanted to hide the farmer's shoes and watch his reaction for fun. Question B. How did the father react to his son's proposal about hiding the shoes? Possible answer. The father reacted by advising his son not to make fun of the poor and suggesting to put some coins in the shoes instead. C. What was the farmer going to do with the money? Possible answer. The farmer was going to get medicine for his sick wife and food for his starving children. Question D. What would have been the farmer's reaction if his shoes had been hidden? Possible answer. If the farmer's shoes had been hidden, he would have been in trouble trying to find his shoes. Question E. What lesson did the son learn from the incident? Possible answer. The lesson the son learned from the incident was real joy is not in taking things away, but in giving. Grammar 1. Task A. Choose the correct alternatives to complete the sentences. Grammar activities in this lesson are about simple past tense, past continuous tense, and past perfect tense. Hence, we need to know the structures and their usage in order to do these two tasks, task A and task B, accurately or correctly. So, let's learn. First, 1. Simple past structure. For statement, we use subject plus verb 2. For negative, we use did not plus verb 1 or base verb. For question, we use did plus subject plus base verb भनेको verb 1. Example A. The climate of the city pleasant most of the time last year. यो लास्ट इयर भनेको के हो त पास्ट यहाँनिर कम्प्लिट एक्सन छ त्यही भएर यहाँ के युज हुन्छ सिम्पल पास्ट अब करेक्ट अप्सन के भयो रिमेन्ड यो के हो यो verb 2 हो यो केमा छ सेन्टेन्स भनेपछि यो के आयो सब्जेक्ट द क्लाइमेट अफ द सिटी सब्जेक्ट भयो प्लस verb 2 सिम्पल अब यसलाई नै नेगेटिभ बनाउनु परेको भए के हुन्थ्यो डिड नट प्लस verb 1 जस्तै कि द क्लाइमेट अफ द सिटी डिड नट रिमेन डिड नट भएपछि चाहिँ त फेरि verb 1 आयो डिड नट रिमेन प्लेजेन्ट सिमिलरली यसलाई क्वेसन बनाउनु परेको भए अगाडि के आउँथ्यो डिड प्लस सब्जेक्ट डिड अब सब्जेक्ट डिड द क्लाइमेट अफ द सिटी फेरि verb 1 रिमेन प्लेजेन्ट मोस्ट अफ द टाइम लास्ट इयर क्वेसन मार्क लाइक दिस when to use simple past कहिले युज गर्ने we use simple past to describe a completed action in the past पास्टमा एक्सन जुन कम्प्लिट भइसकेको छ त्यसलाई डिस्क्राइब गर्दाखेरि हामी सिम्पल पास्ट युज गर्छौं द एक्सन ह्यापन्ड वन्स अर रिपिटेडली बट इट्स फिनिश्ड नाउ एक्सन पास्टमा भएको थियो रिपिटेडली भए पनि कम्प्लिट भइसकेको थियो भने जुन फिनिश्ड भइसकेको छ अहिले त्यतिखेर हामी के युज गर्छौं सिम्पल पास्ट 2 पास्ट कन्टिन्युअस स्ट्रक्चर सब्जेक्ट प्लस was were प्लस ing भनेको verb 4 यो भयो स्टेटमेन्टको लागि पोजिटिभ सेन्टेन्सको लागि अब नेगेटिभ was were not प्लस ing यसमा चाहिँ के लाउने was were पछि not लाउने अनि फेरि ing को ing भनेको verb 4 को verb 4 क्वेशनमा यो was were अगाडि आउँछ बाकी सेम सार दिने एक्जाम्पल क्वेशन बी यो के हो त यो पास्ट कन्टिन्युअस हो while they were having lunch some guests arrived अब they were having lunch के भयो पोजिटिभ सेन्टेन्स अब यसलाई नेगेटिभ कसरी बनाउने वर पछि नट लाउने they were not having lunch उनीहरूले लन्च लिइरहेको थिएनन् अब क्वेशन were they having lunch पास्टमा केही कुरा भइरहेको थियो भने के युज भयो पास्ट कन्टिन्युअस डन Okay, look at this. See, this is also past continuous. Look, Manita and Pasang were playing hide and seek at this time yesterday. हिजो यतिखेरको टाइममा मनिता र पासाङ हाइड एन्ड सिक भनेको लुकेडुम खेलिरहेको थियो सो पास्टमा के एक्सन केमा छ प्रोग्रेसमा छ अनगोइङ छ भइरहेको छ नेक्स्ट डी सोनाले हर हाउस बिफोर सी सोल्ड इट सो पास्ट पर्फेक्ट स्ट्रक्चर subject plus had plus past participle भनेको verb 3 example सोनाली के भयो सब्जेक्ट भयो अब हामीहरुको यहाँ पास्ट पार्टिसिपलमा के छ had plus verb 3 he had plus verb 3 past participle so Sonali had painted her house before she sold it now when to use हामी यसलाई कहिले युज गर्छौं past perfect is used to describe an action that happened before another action in the past past मा एउटा एक्सन हुनु भन्दा अगाडि अर्को एक्सन भएको छ भने के युज हुन्छ past perfect ओके अगेन क्विक रिभिजन याद गर्नु लागि ल सिम्पल पास्ट पास्ट कन्टिन्युअस र पास्ट पर्फेक्ट मा के छ त की डिफरेन्स सिम्पल पास्ट पास्ट मा कम्प्लिट भएको एक्सन मा युज हुन्छ पास्ट कन्टिन्युअस पास्ट मा केही कुरा भइरहेको थियो भने पास्ट कन्टिन्युअस युज गर्ने र पास्ट पर्फेक्ट भनेको पास्ट मा दुईटा एक्सन अगाडि र पछाडी भइरहेको छ भने के युज हुन्छ पास्ट पर्फेक्ट okay now let's complete this question E Susan all day yesterday he is not working today okay look all day yesterday it emphasizes ongoing actions in past यसले चाहिँ ongoing action अथवा भइरहेको एक्सनलाई जनाउँछ त्यही भएर करेक्ट अप्सन इज Susan was working all day yesterday he is not working today यहाँ पनि के छ continuous छ त्यही भएर यहाँ पनि के आयो continuous question F all the students for lunch when I reached there दुईटा सेन्टेन्सलाई when ले जोडेको छ र past मा छ भने स्ट्रक्चर सिम्पल पास्ट प्लस पास्ट कन्टिन्युअस युज हुन्छ है जस्तै कि हेर्नु है यो when I reached there भनेको के हो सिम्पल पास्ट verb to भने यताबाट के आयो अब past continuous भनेको all the students were queuing for lunch when I reached there simple past plus past continuous यो कतिखेर युज हुन्छ त यो स्ट्रक्चर to describe an event this structure past simple plus past continuous is common for describing an event that happened while another action was in progress मैले किन के भनेको थिए दुईटा एक्सन अघि पछि भइरहेको छ भने पास्ट पर्फेक्ट युज गर्ने बट यो डिफरेन्ट छ है दुईटा एक्सन त भयो बट के भयो यहाँनेरि एउटा एक्सन चाहिँ केमा छ प्रोग्रेसमा छ भइरहेको अवस्थामा छ भने चाहिँ त्यतिखेर हामी स्ट्रक्चर सिम्पल पास्ट प्लस पास्ट कन्टिन्युअस युज गर्छौं र यो केसमा अगाडि के आएको छ पास्ट कन्टिन्युअस देन सिम्पल पास्ट All the students were queuing for lunch when I reached there. 8. Last year we any festival. अब यो कम्प्लिट एक्सन हो नि त लास्ट इयर गत वर्ष हामीले कुनै पनि फेस्टिभल सेलिब्रेट गरिनौं भन्दा didn't celebrate. Last year we didn't celebrate any festival. Complete action past मा भने past complete past मा complete action छ भने simple past युज गर्ने र यो केमा छ नेगेटिभ मा Last year we didn't celebrate any festival. Look, any means negative. या simple past या पनि simple past यो any नभइदिएको भए चाहिँ पोजिटिभ सेन्टेन्स भन्दाखेरि यो any नभइदिएको भए चाहिँ सेलिब्रेटेड पनि करेक्ट हुन्छ जस्तै कि लास्ट इयर वी सेलिब्रेटेड फेस्टिभल भनेको लास्ट इयरमा हामीले फेस्टिभल सेलिब्रेट गरेको थियो बट यहाँ any भनेको नेगेटिभ त्यही भएर यहाँ didn't celebrate is the best option. Task B. Use past simple, past continuous or past perfect forms of the verbs from the brackets to complete the sentences. See? 3 tenses. Past simple, verb 2. Past continuous, was, were plus ing. Past perfect, had plus verb 3. A. When the burglars broke into the house. Sound sleep. Look यहाँ when छ यानी दुईटा एक्सन छ एउटा एक्सन के छ सिम्पल पास्टमा छ अर्को एक्सन के छ प्रोग्रेसमा छ भनेको अनगोइङ भइरहेको अवस्थामा छ यस्तो अवस्थामा स्ट्रक्चर थियो एउटा कुन थियो सिम्पल पास्ट प्लस पास्ट कन्टिन्युअस सो एन्सर when the burglars broke into the house I was having a sound sleep यो कुन लागेको पास्ट कन्टिन्युअस was were plus ing B. They were watching television when they फेरि यहाँ के आयो when आयो दुईटा एक्सन छ एउटा केमा छ past continuous they were watching भनेपछि यो A and B सेम स्ट्रक्चर अब यहाँ के आयो simple past. So they were watching television when they heard. यो hear को verb to heard. When they heard a loud bang on the door. C. Namrata, her parents before she left for her office. हामीसँग के छ यहाँ before. यहाँनिर के छ दुईटा एक्सन भइरहेको छ. एउटा एक्सन सकिन भन्दा अगाडि अर्को एक्सन भएको छ. Namrata had called भनेको past perfect. Had plus verb 3. So Namrata had called her parents before she left for her office. Past मा एउटा एक्सन हुन भन्दा अगाडि अर्को एक्सन भएको छ भने के युज भयो past perfect. D. To call your mother last night. यो last night भनेको के हो particular time हो past को निश्चित time भन्नुको मतलब यो अहिले यो एक्सन कम्प्लिट भइसकेको छ. सो यहाँ कुन लाग्यो अब सिम्पल पास्ट अथवा पास्ट सिम्पल यानी कि verb to. अब के थियो स्ट्रक्चर सब्जेक्ट प्लस verb to पोजिटिभ सेन्टेन्सको लागि. बट यहाँ हाम्रो के छ क्वेसन मार्क भनेको हामीले यसलाई क्वेसन बनाउने. अब यसको क्वेसन के हुन्छ डिड प्लस सब्जेक्ट प्लस verb. अब के आयो अगाडि डिड यु रिमेम्बर. डिड यु रिमेम्बर टु कल योर मदर लास्ट नाइट. सो डिड प्लस सब्जेक्ट भनेको यु अनि त्यसपछि verb 1 भनेको रिमेम्बर. डिड यु रिमेम्बर टु कल योर मदर लास्ट नाइट. ई सामी meet twice yesterday but I didn't reply to him. अब yesterday भनेको हिजो को के छ यो कम्प्लिट. यो के हो त पार्टिकुलर टाइम एउटा निश्चित समय हिजोले मलाई दुईपल्ट कल गर्यो बट मैले उसलाई रिप्लाई नै दिएको थिइनँ. यहाँ के आएर चाहिँ डिडन्ट रिप्लाई भनेको सिम्पल पास्ट. सो यहाँ पनि सिम्पल पास्ट. सामी कल्ड मी ट्वाइस yesterday but I didn't reply to him. F. Their team scored 150 runs after they lunch break. Option have. So answer their team scored 150 runs after they had lunch break. First had is auxiliary verb. यो अगाडिको had auxiliary verb हो र यो सेकेन्डको had चाहिँ के हो त verb 3 हो है. have को verb 3 had हो. Next G. The bus already there at stop before we reached. Two actions are happening one after another. दुईटा actions अघि पछि हुँदैछ. दुईटा एक्सन अघि पछि हुँदाखेरि कुन युज हुन्छ past perfect. had plus verb 3. यो b को verb 3 के हो been हो है. So अब had plus verb 3 भनेको had plus been. had been. So answer the bus had already been there at the stop before we reached. H. Bipana was mending the roof when she fall off. Two actions but one is in progressive form. दुईटा एक्सन त छ बट एउटा एक्सन केमा छ पास्टमा भइरहेको अवस्थामा छ ongoing सिचुएसनमा. अब यस्तोमा कुन युज गर्ने सिम्पल पास्ट. स्ट्रक्चर के थियो सिम्पल पास्ट प्लस पास्ट कन्टिन्युअस. सो हामीसँग यहाँ पास्ट कन्टिन्युअस छ. अब हामीलाई के चाहियो सिम्पल पास्ट भनेको फलको पास्ट के भयो फेल अफ. Bipana was mending the roof when she fell off. After Elena a novel she wrote its summary. Okay, so दुईटा एक्सन अगाडि पछाडि भएको छ. So past perfect tense will be correct option here. Read को verb 3 के हुन्छ read spelling same pronunciation different. So answer after Elena had read a novel she wrote its summary. Writing 1. A. Choose the correct phrases or sentences from the box to complete the following story. Answer. A busy couple lived in America. They decided to go to Florida during a particular icy winter. They booked a hotel room there. Because of their busy schedules, the couple could not go together. So the husband left earlier, while his wife was planning to meet him there the next day. The husband checked into the hotel. There was a computer in his room, so he decided to send a quick email to his wife. However, he accidentally left out one letter from her email address and sent the email without realizing his error. The email was headed to a widow who had just returned home from her husband's funeral. When the woman checked the email, she screamed and fainted. At the sound, the family rushed into the room, found their mother on the floor, and saw the email. Dearest wife, I just checked in. Everything is prepared for your arrival tomorrow. Dearest wife, I just checked in. Everything is prepared for your arrival tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing you then. अमेरिकामा बुढाबुढी बस्थ्यो. उनीहरू चाहिँ जाडोमा फ्लोरिडा घुम्न जाने प्लान बनाएछ. उनीहरू एकदमै बिजी भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि सुरुमा बुढा जाने र त्यसको भोलिपल्ट बुढी आउने निर्णय गरेछ. र बुढा चाहिँ फ्लोरिडाको एउटा होटलमा गएर रुम बुक गरेछ. र त्यहाँ रुममा कम्प्युटर थियो, त्यही भएर उसले आफ्नो श्रीमतीलाई मेल लेखेर पठाउने निर्णय गर्यो. बट बुढीको इमेल एड्रेसमा एउटा लेटर छुटेछ. त्यो लेटर छुटेको कारणले गर्दाखेरि उसले आफ्नो श्रीमतीलाई लेखेको इमेल एउटा विधवा जो चाहिँ आफ्नो बुढाको फ्युनरल भर्खरै सकेर घर आएको थियो उसकोमा पुगेछ. त्यो विधुवी आइमाईले उसले आफ्नो मेल चेक गरेर ऊ साररी कराएर ऊ त्यहाँनिर फेन्ट भएर डल्यो. उसको फ्यामिलीहरू कुद्दै आउँदाखेरि हेरेछ विधुवी आइमाई चाहिँ जमिनमा लडिरहेको थियो र उनीहरूले इमेल पढेछ. इमेल चाहिँ यस्तो थियो: प्रिय श्रीमती, म यहाँ आइसकेँ. तिमी भोलि आउने सबै कुराको मैले बन्दोबस्त गरिसकेँ. सो भोलि भेटौँला. टास्क बी, राइटिङ अ स्टोरी फ्रम क्लुज. यो दिएको क्लुबाट स्टोरी डेभलप गर्ने. सो राइटिङ अ स्टोरी with the help of clues or developing a story with the help of outlines. Such type of question do appear in exam frequently. यस्ता खालको क्वेसन एक्जाममा प्राय जस्तो आइरहेको हुन्छ. First, sample answer. Then let me tell you how to develop a readable story from clues. Answer. Title, Making a Difference. One morning, a man was walking along a quiet beach when he saw a girl moving quickly back and forth near the water. Curious, he went closer and noticed thousands of starfish lying on the sand, washed ashore by the tide. The girl was picking them up one by one and gently throwing into the sea. The man stopped and said, "Why are you doing this? There are so many starfish, you can't possibly make a difference to all of them." The girl smiled, picked up another starfish and tossed it into the waves. Then she replied, "It made a difference to that one." The man thought for a moment, then joined her, and together they saved many more starfish before the tide came in. Moral: even small actions can make a big difference to someone. Now, how to develop a readable story from the clues given? So, examमा तपाईहरुलाई clues दिएको हुन्छ र त्यो cluesबाट readable story develop गर भनेको हुन्छ. So, how to do that? Read all the clues carefully. सबै clues carefully read गर्ने. First, we need to write the story in paragraphs using past tense unless it is reported speech. First, story paragraph मा लेख्ने past tense use गरेर. But careful हुने, reported speech past मा लेख्न पर्दैन. So one rule, paragraph मा लेख्ने. Second, past tense use गर्ने. Example, I said a man was walking along a beach. Past tense को मैले यहाँ past continuous was walking use गरेँ. अब sees a girl को साटा saw a girl लेखेँ. saw simple past verb to यसरी. And third, we have to provide title as well. Story को title दिने. What was the title for this story? Making a difference. And at last, we need to provide moral. Moral is the lesson that we can learn from the story. Story बाट के सिकिन्छ त्यो नै moral हो. So at last we need to provide moral as well.